about the graphic design program here at Oakton?
Oh, the graphic design program at Oakton covers quite a bit of ground with art and design. It's positioned in the college within the fine arts and graphic design program. And within just graphic design, we have associate's degree in graphic design with tracks in animation and multimedia, as well as web design or traditional print digital design. We also have certificates that are new to Oakton. Just a couple years ago, we started a digital audio content creation certificate and a digital video content creation certificate. So the graphic design program at Oakton covers most of the Adobe Creative Suite, as well as some GarageBand and Logic Pro in the audio, as well as Premiere Pro and Autodesk Maya for the 3D animation software.
Nice, awesome. Nerdy, right? So like, what do you really nerd out about? What's your like thing?
Yeah, so my thing is definitely 3D animation and motion graphics. So Maya and product rendering, and then taking graphic design and putting motion to it for motion design and 2D animation.
Nice. What technology, or like, are you like a Maya dude? Are you like Rhino, or what do you like really nerd out in?
Yeah, so at Oakton, I really nerd out on Maya. I teach the 3D intro and advanced 3D animation classes here. Professionally, I also use Keyshot, and so that's more of a product design and rendering. So I teach rendering in Maya, but also at the industrial and product design level, Keyshot's the industry standard to take things like Rhino and CAD files that are used for manufacturing, but still get those really nice photorealistic renders for packaging or marketing before the product comes to the shelves.
Like Maya, right? Like, what does Maya make you like? Does it like make you feel energetic, or like does it just sort of like excite you? What is that all about?
Yeah, Maya is one of those programs that it has so many facets to it that there are parts of the program after 25 years I still never used, but then there's parts that I just really nerd out about. Really like modeling and then bringing that final model into a render. So whether it's rigging or texturing or adding the lighting and kind of recreating either natural or like studio photography lighting, you can do it all in Maya, and so that's really exciting. I also like animation. Unfortunately, a lot of the work that I do doesn't have the time or budget for animation, so it's a lot of still renderings. And so,
can you just repeat that there are numerous opportunities for niche courses?
sure. Yeah, Oakton offers several opportunities for niche courses through our Art 290 special topics.
What is your favorite course to teach at Oakton?
My favorite course at Oakton would be a tie between motion graphics and 3D animation. After Effects and Maya, in my world, go hand in hand, and I'd love teaching both of them.
Who's your favorite student?
Oh man, last year I had this student, Rachel Phillips. She goes by Rachel Ariel on social media. You can follow her on Pinterest, aspiring influencer. Just fantastic student all around.
See, you can dish it back too.
Yeah.
I think I got that right. I don't remember. I haven't seen your Pinterest in a year, but.
Do you want to call cut for me?
Cut.
That's great, I'm working. Cool. Eric, if
Awesome.
you can take a break for a
Yeah.
second, I'm going to set everything to stand up, and
Okay.
then we're just going to refinish shot. We've got time, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
We're actually doing surprisingly. Marker.
Good job.
Who is your ideal client?
Oh boy. My ideal client would probably be similar to one of my favorite clients, which was a toy company.
What made you decide to teach?
I always wanted to teach. I went to undergrad for my Bachelor of Fine Arts, and by the time I was getting close to finishing my bachelor's degree, I had so much more to learn. I was just starting to really get into what I wanted to do, and that was around the time that the people I worked with at our campus art supply store were going to graduate school. A lot of them were fine artists, painters, and that was kind of the normal trajectory for them. And they were like, a Master of Fine Arts can allow you to teach college? And I was like, that's what I want to do anyway, so let's just go straight to do that. So that's what I always wanted to do.
Would there ever be another route that you would take instead
So I kind of don't know if I lucked into it, but I fully expected to do 30 years in the industry doing motion graphics design, 3D animation, working wherever, and then sort of retire into teaching. All of my professors were old, so I was like, well, you can't be a professor until you're old. And so I kind of fast-tracked it. I got a job while I was still in graduate school, started freelancing, did freelancing for 10 years, teaching on the side, and then had a couple full-time jobs in education and got to where I am now. So yeah, just got here sooner than expected.
Do you feel like working freelance rather than at a company has advanced your career?
Yes and no. Freelancing puts kind of all of the responsibility on you to find the clients, to manage the communication, to set the expectations, to do all of the work. And then at the end of the day, you are just one person behind a screen. That was hugely helpful when working remote, especially through COVID and trying to keep a business running. I've always been remote, so that was no change for me. The big difference is when you're in an industry where you are working at an agency or for a studio, you're on a team. And so those people go work at other studios for other agencies, and you have a broader network, where my network is client, 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 and I don't work with many peers. And so it's been kind of difficult in that way, whereas I feel like if I was in-house, I would know a lot more people, worked with a lot more people, been on a lot more teams, and I think that could definitely advance the career faster in that direction than just solo entrepreneur freelancer.
Can you please steer while you're answering your question?
Sure.
Art department set. Loosen him up.
Who is your favorite child?
Oh boy. I don't have a favorite child. You have to say that, right? My kids couldn't be more different. So it's honestly minute by minute, day by day, who I'm less annoyed with. They're at a very interesting age. So yeah, they're both constantly getting on my nerves, but then also surprising me with their talents and skills.
Do you find that you relate to more one over the other?
Yeah, definitely. We definitely have, my oldest is definitely mine, my youngest is definitely my wife's, so yeah, very much so. There's glimpses of both in both, obviously, but yeah, my oldest is so much like me, and my wife doesn't get him, and then my youngest is an agent of chaos, and I don't get him, so yeah, very much.
On your way to work, what do you listen to?
Eric, can you make a left while you...
This is even more awkward than standing here. Yeah, so for a long time, I listened to podcasts just constantly. I'm a big podcast fan. More so now, I'll either listen to music. I'm trying to listen to different kinds of music and less people talking. And then sometimes I'm listening to YouTube videos. If I'm demonstrating something in class or I've got videos that are posted for the class, I rewatch them before class just so I know if it's been a year since I've seen that video, I know what they're going to say and I know how to kind of structure my lesson around the video.
Tails light?
Right in front of his face, the same way he did, and mark it upside down like this.
But why?
I'll show you. Just do it one more time.